Meet Sorter Andy. His goal? Complete the collection log according to the official wiki's completion rankings. From the most common to the rarest, thousands of unlocks, hundreds of grinds, one predetermined path. This is his journey. Welcome everybody. Thank you for joining me. Before we get started, I'd like to go a bit more in depth on the game mode and the rule set that I will be adhering to throughout the series. I will be following the OSRS Wiki's collection log table sorted by completion percentage. If you'd like to check out the list for yourself, I'll have it linked in the description, although for the sake of enjoying this series, I'd recommend not looking at it so that the future challenges are a surprise for you. That being said, I will be starting as an Ironman, so no trading with other players and no buying and selling on the Grand Exchange. I'll be allowed to use shops and keep any and all minigame or monster drops, outside of the collection log of course. I can quest, gain XP, complete achievement diaries and combat tasks as I see fit, as long as no collections are earned outside of the sorted order, within reason. And by within reason, I essentially mean I can't just rush getting the quest point cape right from the get-go or rushing a 99 from the get-go. There will be a few exceptions to earning collections outside of the prescribed order, namely pets, champion scrolls, and random events. There will be a few items with stipulations, but we'll go over those as they become relevant. I've put this into place mostly as a means to keep the series going and to make sure that I can consistently make videos for you all. At the end of the day, this is of course for fun, and waiting around for weeks for a specific random event to pop up does not sound like enthralling content to make or to watch. But with that being said, let's jump right in. Alrighty, ladies and gentlemen, we are here. We are on mainland Gielinor, and our first task is for a Mark of Grace. So I am actually going to go ahead and head over to Draenor Village to do a little rooftop agility. Alrighty, I totally forgot to give myself membership, so I took care of that. Let's start doing some laps. Oh, and there we go, level 2 agility. All it took was one lap. Hey, and there we go, level 3 agility, and our first collection log, and level 4 agility. We're getting a lot of things in quick succession here. So let's see here, gonna grab that Mark of Grace, and there we go, gonna finish the lap out. I thought maybe we'd get level 5 really quickly. Okay, so now that we've got the first collection unlocked, we need to do a bit of planning. The next collection we'll be going for is the Longbone. For that, I plan on killing hill giants in the Edgeville dungeon. With having no combat stats of any kind trained, killing them is going to pose a bit of a challenge. With the recent addition of Magical Weakness, my max hit on a hill giant with an Earth Strike is 10, and that is only at level 13 magic. Just for comparison, that has the max hit equivalent of a rune scimitar at level 46 strength, or level 56 strength with an adamant scimitar, which I could easily purchase in Varlamore. The one downside to going with magic, of course, is the need for runes. My plan is to complete Rune Mysteries first, and then head on to complete Temple of the Eye, which will unlock Guardians of the Rift, where I can craft all the necessary runes for my hill giant grind. The Temple of the Eye quest requires level 10 rune crafting and the completion of the Enter of the Abyss mini quest before I can get started. Rune Mysteries, of course, does not have any requirements, so let's go ahead and knock that out now. So we're going to speak to the Duke here and go ahead and complete Rune Mysteries, and when I've got that done, I will get back to you. Here about to complete Rune Mysteries, the first of many quest completions, unfortunately.
Quest completed.
Then we have SC Engineer announcing the quest completion there. On my way to Varrock now, or specifically the wilderness right outside of Varrock. We need to speak to the Zamorak mage up there to get the Enter of the Abyss mini quest started. From there, we're basically just running around the world and speaking to all the mages that can teleport you to where the rune essence mine is. So I'm going to get that done real quick, and I will be right back. Alrighty, so now that we've got Enter the Abyss completed, we need, unfortunately, a little bit more runecrafting XP. Temple of the Eye requires level 10 runecrafting as well as Enter the Abyss mini quest, and so I need to go and mine myself a little bit of rune essence, and then we can go and get level 10 runecrafting. Alrighty, so we have gotten 2 inventories of rune essence. I need to run over to Falador to craft up some air runes now. Shouldn't take too terribly long, I think. And we have arrived. Let's go on in here and see if we get a level. Like I said, I think it's going to take us 1 extra trip here, but let's see. And we are back at the air altar for a 2nd trip here, and this one is definitely going to get us level 10. There we are, level 10 rune crafting. So now we are able to go and do Temple of the Eye. Alrighty, so we are here at Wizard Purston. And on the way over here, I did grab the required items for the quest. And the quest here is rather unexciting. It's just basically a tutorial for Guardians of the Rift. So I'm going to go ahead and get that done, and we will start rune crafting. And there we go, Temple of the Eye completed. And you do get runecrafting XP throughout the quest, but a bit away from 28 runecrafting. And so I get all the way down to Cosmic Runes. This is really good for starting Guardians of the Rift. Gives you a nice little boost to kind of have access to more than just the elemental altars. So this is going to be a nice little start for me. I'm mostly going to be focusing on the mind runes. We are on the mass world here, and I'm not really sure how many games I'm going to do. I do want to get a little bit of a stack of mind runes. I think I've got some questing coming up, and the longbone could take quite a while. And I do know that I can purchase mind runes, and we might end up taking that route, but I think for now, we're going to see what we can do with Guardians of the Rift here. I'm going to play a couple games and see where we stand, and we'll decide if we're going to continue or not.
Level up completed.
And there is 28 rune crafting. So unfortunately, due to my low mining level, I'm not mining these guardian fragments very quickly. And that's also because I'm using a bronze pickaxe. So I think I might go and see if I can't get myself a pickaxe upgrade. Because even getting something like a steel pickaxe is going to make this grind a lot quicker. And I also just missed a portal because I wasn't paying attention. Okay, so I have 26 mind runes after 2 matches or 2 games, and I already had some mind runes. I've gained a couple of rune crafting levels already. Getting level 28 did unlock 3 mind runes per essence. In theory, I guess 1 mind rune per go would be about 60 or 70 mind runes at this point. I'm wondering if just buying from the shop might just be quicker. And I realize going on this whole detour here might have been a complete waste of time, but that being said, let me do the math and see how much that would cost. Well, that could certainly take him a while. In the meantime, a little Guardians of the Rift Easter egg for you. Does anything look a little familiar in the background? Yep, that's right. SpongeBob himself lives down in the rift. Okay, so it's 75 mine runes per trip now. Go, 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 go! Come on! Yes. Level 30 rune crafting right off that. Let's go. Okay, so let's go check out how many runes we have off of, I think it was 4 games? 200. 213, that's not bad. So, only got 7 GP, but I think I'm gonna go and try to get a pickaxe upgrade. I'm level 9 mining. Strangely enough, I'm at exactly 1000 XP. That's pretty decent. Now, I'm not gonna be able to equip the steel pickaxe, which is kind of unfortunate, but I mean, it is what it is. I think I'm gonna go thieve a little bit more to get the 400 or 500 GP.
12 seconds later.
Dying on my hardcore Ironman. Completed.
Whoa. Now look, I know what you're thinking here. This guy is a dumbass. And you'd be correct. But there was an insane goal in the World Cup and I got distracted, okay? Fight me. And I did look up the price of the pickaxe, and it does appear to be 500 GP. I think we're gonna get a couple of thieving levels here, but that's okay. We're not gonna be completing any quests or anything like that, so we're not gonna be getting too terribly far into thieving, which is really good. We do have some thieving grinds coming up, but I'm gonna go ahead and get the 500 GP and we will be on our way. Alrighty, so I am looking at how I want to get to Nermoth, which is the little dwarf that sells the pickaxes. And of course, I'm looking at it and, you know, I'm scraping up here through to the Dwarven Mine, okay? And I look at Barbarian Village and I'm sitting here thinking, I haven't done the Stronghold of Security for the 10K. And I'm kind of an idiot because in just doing the Stronghold of Security and getting the 10K, I could have completely avoided the rune crafting XP, I could have completely avoided the mining XP, the crafting, and the thieving. That kind of sucks, but at the same time, it's also not a big deal because I did unlock rune crafting, which is great. The 30 levels is unfortunate, but I only got 200 mined runes, which is like 600 GP, and maybe like 200 or 300 of the other elemental runes, which in total is maybe like 1000 GP. So in reality, the impact on the account, despite the 30 rune crafting levels, is actually like 30 minutes. So not the end of the world, and honestly, one of the earliest grinds we have is Abyssal Pearls. So it's not the end of the world. That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and get through here and hopefully not die. Oh man, this is when this place starts sucking. And of course I brought no food. This thing is just sitting here waiting for me to go through the door. Like, it's definitely gonna fucking KO me right here.
Dying on my hardcore
Oh
Ironman.
my god, he
Completed.
did. Jesus. Well, I'm gonna go kill a cow or two really quickly and make sure I don't die again. So I'm killing some cows for some beef here, and I've always thought this attack style with the pickaxe is so goofy. Like, you're stabbing him with the blunt end of the pickaxe. What? Alrighty, so I have 3 beef here, and of course I'm gonna keep the cow hide. I'm gonna bury the bones very quick. I'm already anticipating what's about to happen. I'm gonna burn these 3 beef. Then I'm gonna have to go back, and it's just not gonna be a fun time. And I'm gonna grab me a tinderbox really quickly, and let's go set some of these free logs on fire. And let's cook some beef. Come on! Alright. Woo! That's level 2 cooking. Okay, alright. 1 for 3, 1 for 3. Alright, 2 for 3, 2 for 3 for 3! Alright, that's a massive win. Okay, of course I have 4 HP left, so that is all my food. Now, we've got some bread and we've got some shrimps. So we are gonna run all the way back to Barbarian Village and the Stronghold of Security. This is going to be a long hike. Oh, and our first random event in a gold bar. Sick. And that being said, we are back here on the 3rd floor of the Stronghold of Security, and we do have food this time. Not a terrible amount. I actually almost got KO'd again by this spider. That is insane. First hard sprint. Go! Go! No! Alright, get through. Okay, we're good.
Dying on my
Oh
hardcore
my
Ironman.
god.
Completed.
Dude. Fuck. Okay, so we are going to go and kill some more cows. I'm also just coming to the realization that I also died twice. So I lost 5,000 gold of the total 10,000 that I was going for. Yeah, that is not good. I'm about to literally die again, which is crazy. Okay, so after going and killing a couple of cows, getting chanced like twice, and burning the one beef that I got, I think I'm just gonna go fish some shrimp. Sorter Andy here is off to a very rough start. I did the rune crafting, all these skills that were unnecessary. He lost 5k, and not even to mention the hardcore Ironman status. This account is scuffed. And we are a grand total of 3 hours in. Shit, my grave's still here. Let's go. After suffering many deaths, I just decided to risk it. I mean, I had all this food that I prepped. And also, along the way, my gravestone was still there for some reason. I don't really know why. I died twice, and I thought for some reason that my first one would disappear, but I guess it didn't. So I do have the full 10k, and I also picked the fancy boots, because this is a fancy boots character. So I am going to go and pick up the steel pickaxe now. You might have noticed that I have this lamp in my inventory. After I died the last time, I tried to use the one teleport from Count Check in Lumbridge. And because I'd already started the Stronghold of Security, he gave me this lamp instead of teleporting me. But I have it, and I think I'm going to use it, and I'm going to put it... Oh, well, I was going to put it on Herblore. But I guess that is not what we're going to do. So instead, I suppose let's put it on agility. 40 agility experience, not very much, but it did actually get us a level. Let's go ahead and get this pickaxe purchased here. It is a 500 coin purchase. How much is the mithril one? 1,300? So I think we're going to hold off on buying the mithril one, even though we can easily purchase it. I also wouldn't be able to equip it. Not that I can equip the steel one, but, you know, at least we have it. We are going to go back to Guardians of the Rift now and knock out a little bit more of that. I think I'm going to aim for 750 mind runes, and then I might just purchase a couple packs and get it up to 1,000 to 1,250. But let's go do a couple more rounds of Guardians of the Rift, and we will decide that later. Alrighty, so we are back here at the Guardians of the Rift, and I've got a little bit of a new strategy here. I think I'm going to take the pouches with me, and when the mind runes pop up, that is when I will use them. So I'll slowly degrade them, but not enough to where it's gonna be really noticeable. And it's only gonna be a few extra, but with the 3 times mind runes that I get, it should add up to be a decent amount passively. Go! Come on, come on, come on, come on! No, you bastard. It's you get so used to having certain things unlocked on your character, and then you come here on a new one, and you just completely forget that the Cosmic Altar is locked behind Lost City. I played a couple of games, and I think I've just realized that my luck with getting the mind rune to pop up when I want to is just not really there. And I'm really starting to gain too many levels outside of the collection log too quickly. Long term, it's really not a big deal, but with second task, I do kind of want to avoid that. So unfortunately, I am going to call this Guardians of the Rift detour a little scuffed. But yeah, let's see how many runes we ended up with. We ended up with 453 mind runes and a pretty good assortment of other runes here. Honestly, a pretty good spread. So I'm going to get over to Virat quickly and buy some runes with these coins here and maybe visit one Mr. Zaff. And we have gotten another random event here. And we got a sapphire. Very nice. Alrighty, so we're here at Mr. Aubrey. Let us buy some runes. So that puts us over 1,000 runes, which may be enough casts for the longbow. That really just depends on my luck. But for now, I am also going to buy some earth runes, which, geez, are actually more expensive than the mind runes. And that should be plenty of earth runes. Let us run over to Zav's shop. You're going to trade him right quickly. You're going to buy the best one. It's 1,500 coins, and it is a 1,500 coins well spent. This air staff is actually a pretty massive upgrade for the account. We're going to come over here, and we are also going to buy... Oh man, come on, the door's not open. We're also going to buy our priest gown. Of course, a little swag with the red cape. So we are going to go with the priest gown for now, and we will collect things as we go. So I think now we might head down to the Hill Giants. And that, ladies and gents, is where we are going to end today's video. We were able to nab our first collection slot with the Mark of Grace, which is amazing. Nice, easy on-ramp to the series. Unfortunately, we did spend a decent amount of time rune crafting and planking at the Stronghold of Security, but regardless, we have the runes necessary to start our longbone grind next video, which is really the important thing here. I did also want to take a second to thank everybody for checking out my first ever video on YouTube. Any recommendations or comments on my editing style, commentary, or the rule set for the Sortlocked game mode is welcome. I realize that the microphone that I have been using for this video sounds god-awful, but I really didn't want to sink any money into this yet without seeing if the series gained any traction. But anyways, I appreciate y'all, and I'll see you in the next video.